Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the new Siegfried and Roy, Robert De Niro and Dustin Hoffman. Why is it you're here together?
We've both left our wives.
I live in your neighborhood, literally your neighborhood. We're neighbors, and this is your first time. And what have I done?
Oh, God, I don't know. I just, well, whatever. Dustin, he'll explain to you.
Oh, Dustin will explain.
That's right.
All right, Dustin, what's the story?
If you ask me the questions that you have designated for Bob, I can maybe answer.
You know, this is not a legal proceeding.
I am the De Niro whisperer. And suddenly we're in between takes, and Bob says to me, he said, "You remember 1969 when you did Midnight Cowboy?" And I said, I wasn't begging. And I said, "Yes, I remember doing that film." He says, "Do you remember the party afterwards?" And I said, "Kind of, not really." He says it was on 2nd Avenue on like 34th Street or something. I said, "Really? How do you know?" He said, "I was your waiter."
Wow. Wow.
No, and actually what it was a thing for McCarthy.
Oh.
At that time.
I got it wrong?
And it was the night that Bobby Kennedy was assassinated.
Wow. Wow. Well, he brought a good story down.
Well, Bob, I know you got a car waiting. And the first film that you guys worked together on was, what was it, Wag the Dog? Wag the Tail?
No, it was Sleepers.
Sleepers,
yeah.
Sleepers.
Who else was in the film?
Brad Pitt.
Brad was in it?
Was he in it?
Yeah.
Yes?
He was in it.
How long have you guys been married?
I think, you know, everybody has their own way of working, and Dustin and I probably have ways that are very similar and ways that aren't, you know, and depends on, you know, what the part is.
Okay, Bob, 5 points. Over to you, Dustin. James Dean, to my eye, is not timeless in his role in East of Eden.
Are you going to feel the same way about us in 20 years?
Well, not both of you. Have you two been offered the same parts and one will take it and after one has turned it down? Does that happen with the two of you, or you're different types that it doesn't happen so much?
Strangely enough, it happens.
Doesn't happen.
Yeah. Actually, they came up to me for Raging Bull at one point. That the guy, what's his name, Jake LaMotta, came walking. I said, "You can't be serious about thinking."
Yeah, I know for a fact they weren't. But you guys are subsumed. You guys are subsumed by the material.
Subsumed? You know
Subsumed,
what, what is subsumed?
Okay, all right.
Sort of somehow consumed something.
Yeah, talk it over and get back to me, will you? Did you guys, have you used drugs in your lives? Recreationally? I mean, there was a phase when you experimented or not, or... I mean, because we've seen how they can be the downfall. Okay, let's keep moving. I remember when you were in Tootsie, you told me that stage... You would be all dressed up as Tootsie. What did that teach you about the experience of being a woman in America?
I think the first thing that I realized that it was much easier getting as a man.
Bob, I just want to say this is like jury duty. You won't have to be here for another 7 years. Robert De Niro, Dustin Hoffman.